Hey there guys, I'm here with another prediction game video for Extreme Rules 2015, and this time it's for the last man standing match that's going to take place this Sunday. It is going to be Mr. Believe That, Roman Reigns. Does Reigns even have a nickname at this point? I don't think he does. I think they just call him Reigns, and sometimes they call him the Powerhouse. Although, he's not really a powerhouse, you know, he's a tall dude, he's 260 something pounds, at least according to them. But we never see Reigns pull off, you know, some power moves or like pick somebody up like the Big Show or Mark Henry like John Cena does or Ryback does. But they, you know, they constantly call him the Powerhouse. Anyways, yeah, why am I even talking about that? Anyways, yeah, so Reigns versus the largest athlete in the world, the Big Show, in the last man standing match. I like last man standing matches, big fan of them, one of my favorite match stipulations. But I'm not a big fan of this feud. Like, I'm not really interested in this feud. I'm not like, oh my god, you know, this feud is so good, I can't wait to see what happens next week between Big Show and Reigns. You know, is Reigns gonna get the upper hand on the Big Show, or is Big Show gonna get the upper hand? You know, what is this leading up to? But I am looking forward to this match for the fact that it is a last man standing match. And although people, you know, lately have been chanting at the Big Show, please retire. Well, they've only chanted that in the UK, and I think it's happened once before in at a live event or something like that. I wonder actually if that live event was in the UK too. I don't know. Something, I guess maybe if it was, there's something there with the with the audience there in the Big Show. I guess they really don't like the Big Show. See, here's the thing with the Big Show. I think he's been like maybe overexposed. And I think maybe that's why people are chanting that. Now, I feel Big Show can put on some good matches. He's put on some good matches. Look at Big Show versus Sheamus for the World Heavyweight Championship. Look at Big Show versus Mark Henry when he was feuding with him for the World Heavyweight Championship. Two really good, you know, he's had two really good matches with those guys. And I didn't, going into those matches, I didn't expect those matches to be good. But they were good. I really like those matches. And with this match, yeah, I think it could be a good match. It could be maybe a not so good match. But going into it, I think it has potential. It could be a good match. I mean, Big Show had a last man standing match with Del Rio not too long ago. It was when Del Rio won the World Heavyweight Championship. And from what I remember, that was a pretty good last man standing match. So I don't see why this one, you know, wouldn't be at least decent. The thing with last man standing matches, it's hard for a last man standing match to be bad. Just because it's a last man standing match, you don't, you know, even if you're watching like two big dudes or whatever, maybe they're not the fastest dudes or something like that, but a last man standing match, you're not really going to see too many arrest holds or whatever. You're going to see a lot of action. You're going to see a lot of just, you know, guys beating each other up, using weapons, chairs, tables, stuff like that, breaking the announcer's table, whatever. And that just makes it interesting, you know? You know, guys grabbing the steel steps. I think it'll be a decent match at least. Of course, I could be wrong. We'll see. I don't think it'll top the Ambrose versus Luke Harper Chicago Street fight, though. But, yeah, we'll see when the time comes, like I said. But, you know, after this match, I'm hoping the feud is over between Big Show and Reigns, because it's kind of been going on for, like, before WrestleMania. Yeah, before WrestleMania, pretty much since Reigns' return, yeah. Reigns returned at TLC, took out the Big Show, and since then, Big Show and Reigns have been feuding. I mean, they took a little break when Reigns went ahead and, you know, got into the feud with Bryan, and then the match with Brock Lesnar, but then the feud resumed right after WrestleMania, when Big Show went ahead and knocked out Reigns in that triple threat match. So yeah, I'm hoping, and I actually think this match between, you know, Big Show and Reigns is a match they were supposed to have at Fastlane, because from what I remember, Big Show versus Reigns in the last man standing match, actually, so this exact same match was advertised for Fastlane. At least that's what I read a while back, you know, before WrestleMania. Before Fastlane, actually. But then, you know, I think because of the crowd reaction, because of the way the crowd didn't respond too well to Reigns winning the Rumble, and, you know, the backlash. I think that, you know, there was a change of plans, just like at WrestleMania 30, and they put Daniel Bryan, they started the feud between Daniel Bryan and Reigns, and had that match instead at Fastlane rather than the Big Show versus Reigns, and they kind of, you know, put a pause on that, put a pause on Reigns and the Big Show, and instead Reigns and Big Show like had a match, I think on SmackDown or Raw or something like that. So this feud has been going on for a while, and also they've had, you know, some matches on Raw and SmackDown, but this is the last man standing match that was supposed to happen before WrestleMania. Now after this, I'm thinking Reigns either goes on to challenge for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship with Seth Rollins, of course, as the champion, or he goes on to feud against Kane. Now, at some point, I actually thought that after this match, Reigns would go ahead and move on to a feud with Bray, which I didn't think was a really good idea, because Bray losing and Reigns losing, like it's a tough situation where, you know, they want to push Reigns, and Reigns doesn't lose that often, and he's looked to, you know, Reigns looks really strong. They make it out so Reigns looks strong. And Bray Wyatt just lost the match against Taker, you know, his WrestleMania match. Bray, he won the feud against Ambrose, but he loses most of his big feuds. He lost the one against Cena, and he lost the one against The Undertaker, which was, of course, a one-off match. So I was like, you know, I don't think Bray can stand to lose another, you know, big feud, because I thought for sure if Bray is gonna feud with Reigns, Bray's gonna lose that feud. Reigns is gonna win. So I didn't think that was a good idea. But then, and it was because of Bray's promo that Bray cut before that triple threat match between Randy, Roman Reigns, and Ryback. I thought that Bray Wyatt promo might be directed at Reigns. I thought it's probably Ryback, but I thought there's definitely a possibility that it's Reigns. I thought for sure it was either Reigns, Ryback, or Randy, because Bray cut that promo before that match, and who else would they put him in the feud with? But then Bray went ahead and, you know, cut another promo, I think it was a week back or so, when he mentioned that person lifting weights, you know, and muscles and all that. And I was like, alright, it's Ryback. I mean, of course, you know, pretty much everybody on the roster lifts weights, but that's kind of Ryback's thing. I mean, after all, he's the big guy. So, yeah, I don't think Bray is targeting Reigns. So after this, I definitely think it's going to be Reigns versus Kane, or Reigns versus Seth Rollins. It might be Reigns versus Seth Rollins versus Randy. There's a bunch of indications or hints that it's either going to be Rollins, or Rollins versus Randy versus Reigns, like I said, or Kane. So one of those situations. The only chance I could see Big Show winning this is if Bray were to interfere, but like I said, I think Bray's going to be focused on Ryback, not Reigns. So, I think this is like the easiest match on the card to predict, or the second easiest maybe. Nah, the easiest, I don't know. I'd put this equal with the Seth Rollins and Randy match. I think both those matches are really easy to predict. I don't think Big Show's winning this at all. If he does, that'll be the biggest Big Show surprise win since him winning the World Heavyweight Championship from Sheamus. I remember that, man. I didn't expect that at all. I thought Big Show wasn't going to win, you know, the championship anytime soon, because up until then, whenever Big Show would challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship or any title, he'd always lose. Oh, by the way, check this out. I decided to give Roman Reigns the dive to the outside as an OMG moment, since he does that now. Actually, and speaking of that, I think he's going to pull it off in the match this Sunday against the Big Show. I hope he does. You know, I think it's a pretty cool dive. Hopefully we see it this Sunday. And hopefully we see the return of the spear through the barricade. He hasn't done that in a while in a match. I think he did it to Mark Henry. And I took out the ref there. Anyways, He did it to Mark Henry on SmackDown before WrestleMania, I believe. But in a match, he hasn't done it since I think the Shield was heel. You know, heel stable. So, it's been a while. But anyways, I'm going to stick with Reigns as my pick. And how many spears do you guys think it's going to take the Big Show down for the count of 10? I'm going to go ahead and say, after 2 spears, Reigns wins the match. Let me know how many spears you think Reigns is going to hit on the Big Show in this match in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, you can click that like button. And I'm out. See you guys.